Yeah, please proceed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. The witness is being brought into the hearing room.
Fine, thanks.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sanneh. Welcome back to the hearing.
Good afternoon, ma. Thank you.
As discussed before, we will start with the Mandinka interpretation. And
Yes.
so when I speak, allow for the interpreters to interpret, and then I will do the same. Prior to the break, you were talking about your assignment as Yaya Jammeh's orderly.
Ako janimbitala dahala yenyum fo benyina fo kanum ko ye samba kake Yaya Jammeh la orderly.
You told us that 4 of you were selected to serve as his orderly.
Yenyum fo ka yali monani le tombom pour kake la orderly.
You told us that it was yourself,
Yenyum fo ko ite fangolom
Sekou Jallow,
Sekou Jallow,
Seni Jammeh,
Seni Jammeh,
and David Njai, I believe.
and David Njai.
You said
Yes.
that right after you were selected, you received a briefing by Major Khalifa Bajinka, who was the commander of the State Guard.
Yenyum fo biri yali tombom fo ka pare menata dia mwale wala mejo Khalifa Bajinkati memu nyaton ko state guards la karola utumo.
Yes.
He gave you a briefing as to the type of person Yaya Jammeh is,
Ayali sobindi Yaya Jammeh mo fasongoleti.
as well as advice on how to conduct yourselves.
Ando ayali ya marifanang alibali fam mutalaje nyaming alibali fan sambala nyaming.
After that briefing, the 4 of you were assigned to the residence at Kanilai.
Biro dia mo botala lem yali samba ala bungoto Kanilai.
You told us about your responsibilities while you were at Kanilai.
Yenyum fo nye elado ko minati wotumo ni be Kanilai.
And you told us that during the day you would be doing other duties.
Yenyum fanam fo ko tilo nyin kono ikado ku dol fanal kele.
Yeah.
And there was always, you all tried to avoid the switchboard in order to avoid interacting with Yaya Jammeh when he called.
Eko nyum fanam fo ko albeka borile ka tara switchboard o nyinto memu telefono la chokinda oti pour nyin kamala alni Yaya Jammeh kana sele nyokan.
Tonyal.
It's true.
And you also told us that normally when he came to Kanilai, he would come with an orderly from Banjul.
Adun jama na bina Kanilai aning orderly do kanale aning men kabona Banjul.
But there were, in the evenings, you would then gather and interact with him. Is that correct?
Yenyum fanam fo ko bari wuraro jama alikakafu nyomale alning ala kolu kakata nyola utumole.
Tonyal.
That's true.
Tell us about some of those interactions in the beginning.
Yo Allah kata nyolo alnate damu tadula alikaka afuje fonyembang.
Wala coming nimbe bunkono jentol be nkataraje.
That is to say that while we are there, we are all of us are in the house.
Ni ala domoro talana wanyoto.
When the food is distributed from the kitchen,
Ni stewardol ka samba, ntolka nke noma ka escort.
and when the stewards are taking the food to him, we used to follow them to escort them.
Mataje nga bunda konkong ni na borwo ka trala no afoko alina domoro sambana.
We used to go there and then knock the door, but before that, he would have given instructions that food be taken to him.
Then ngata nga bunda konkong.
Then we will go and knock the door,
Na danku.
and if he answers,
Then ngadung
then we will get inside, and then they would hand over the food to him.
ngaloje ning stiwodo ya bedi na pareta.
We will stand there, and when the stewards have given the food and they are done,
and
then all of us will come out.
Okay. What do for Soto?
There are also other times when when they are having their grills outside, because he used to like to have a grill outside. There used to be one oddly there. Normally he sits down there to keep them company and also to observe those people who are partaking in the cooking.
Yeah.
In your early days, serving as Jammeh's orderly and based at Kanilai, can you tell us what your impressions of him were? You told us the advice that, the interpretation.
Ite fangola cross roto kol damuta blama fangola biral tata je ila cross roto ite ye mune fango cross kolu to ja nate fangola karola ila je roto.
Because you told us earlier of the advice you received from Major Bajinka.
Kato ye ya maro men soto Major Bajinka bulunu komando no ye ofale.
What I'm trying to get now is some of your own impressions now that you actually, right after you've started working there.
Walam nyinti sayang alaftam men lonna walam ite fango briye sambaje ite fango la jero ni la korosiro nata ke muneti wairi sayang ibe je fangoto.
What I saw there, just as Bajinka had advised me, those things now manifested themselves to be reality.
Wato wati nae kirilo kerek ay sujbodo tae iman telefono mo sometimes bela mwela imam ku kerek ay telefono ring off.
Sometimes when he calls at the switchboard and you did not hear properly, he would just switch off.
Then ninga komi ninga kilida merekino ka fay ko mela kumomoy. And
sometimes when we call back to tell him that we did not comprehend what he said,
as a telephone hang up, as a telephone far,
he will just hang up the telephone.
As a phone, I carry dinner.
And then he will say, give me so and so person.
Then I knew it, yeah.
And then he would speak to that person.
So, and
also,
because mobe kalafila nanga mo mutol bembiji ay traje ntol bebe siring.
We used to be there. You know, he used to want to come and find all of us there. Sometimes he will come out of his house and come to observe us.
So nama mojeje because alone ko no mote momantra banta saying kalafila na ay mobeje mobe traje.
He loves to come out and meet all of us because he will know that at that time nobody will be outside.
So ntol famo bije nga ifon kadete fanale.
So some of us who are there, we used to be very uncomfortable. I came to realize that what Bajinka said was the truth.
Can you give us some examples? You've already told us about the switchboard, but can you give us other examples of your interactions with Yaya Jammeh?
Santiago doli tandina kafal ka albukala fikatara switchboard o ma fon la baral nate fon la kola du nyoto ete fon la cross road ka community.
What I can say is that he
always I move better along mimbe caring.
He always love to see that everybody is there at the same place so that he knows exactly what is happening.
Yeah. So for now,
I can see that.
How did he treat you and the other orderlies?
Saying ite aning orderly dolu menu bije akal la kola nyadile akal samba nyadile.
Wato because wo tabuar mentara je kuta yake wato mentara je kuta yake.
At the time when they are newly,
because wato ma kalangolom bake but ateka odli solmi alon ko a millimeter je.
At that time, we did not know much about him, but there were others who were used to him.
Understand.
Those were the ones that could understand his manner of speaking.
Ani wolle ka aka wolle fenke bake baran tol mi alon ko itata je ko teya kere kino tol ka ngataraja kala fere kan jeje mbe siring kumen kan korosino.
Those were the ones that dealt with him more frequently, but for those of us who were there newly, all he wanted was just to see us there present.
How much time did you spend at Kanilai, working at the residence?
Yewati jelle ke Kanilai katara la bungoto je.
Na bekera sanji fulama fongola.
I know it could be about 2 years.
Maybe sanji killing kata sanji fula.
Maybe between 1 and 2 years.
2004 kono kata fo 2006 ma fongola.
2004 going up to 2006, around about that time.
And what happened in 2006?
Sai mune na take 2006.
2006 kono mbenu njele odli yala je mbe Kanilai.
In 2006 I was still there as an oddly,
because normally ning nalafta ka like domoro la tenti normally la domoro fengol ka bonan Kanilai fengol kunko ta kala fi wolela.
Normally when he wants to eat he loves to have his food coming from his farm in Kanilai,
like tiol,
things like groundnut,
jakatol tenting,
bitter tomatoes,
tubanyol,
corn, all the things that are grown on his farm.
Ning na call ke jadiam ta mudo je like farm manager.
When he makes a call and speaks to someone there, like the farm manager,
then idea wolia fontole ko ale escort soto kata kananang Banjul albe fenda if sambala ya jame.
Then he would tell us that you have an escort. There is something that you are to take to Yajame in Banjul.
So lunkilin sorota I think 2006 kono.
So there was this day, I think it was in 2006.
Before you move to that, what I'm trying to understand is in 2000, you said you were based at the residence in Kanilai from 2004 to 2006.
Yeah.
2006.
After that, were you transferred back to State House or were you transferred elsewhere?
State House
I was in Kanilai. I never left Kanilai. But we usually come to Banjul if we are to bring something, especially if we needed something, we will escort it to Banjul.
So as the years went by, did your relationship with the Ayajame change? Because in the beginning you told us that you had some interaction with him, but not that much. As you became more experienced in your role as an orderly, how close did you get to Yaya Jammeh?
Transfer to when I
was removed from Kanilai and transferred to Banjul, that was when I started to get close to him.
And when were you moved to Banjul?
2006.
It was inside 2006.
So we'll come back to when you were moved to Banjul. You started to tell us about an incident that occurred while you were an orderly at Kanilai.
Yes.
Please continue. When did this incident occur and what happened?
That happened in 2006. Solo came and said to me that Solo Bojang, at the time, I think he was a captain. He said to me, you and Sini, you are going to escort Groundnut to Banjul to Yaya Jammeh. Normally, when we are to go to Banjul,
ning drive for mimbe plain cloth yeming attached plain cloth in J Kanilai.
We and the driver that was attached to the plain clothes in Kanilai.
Nunca fole metala jana Banjul nga escort sotole.
He is the one that we used to inform that we are going to Banjul, we are going on an escort.
So natanga wokili.
So we now came and called that driver.
That
driver told them yes. Solo also called him and had already informed him that he was going to Banjul. The driver's name is Sambu Baro. That time I think he was a sergeant.
So natabo Kanelai nga kalamta around 11 kata 12 kang.
So we left Kanilai, it was between 11 and 12.
Nte,
myself,
Seni Jame,
we were oddlies. We took the groundnut.
Solo fresh groundnut long.
Solo was the one who brought the groundnut. It was a new harvest.
So ngata.
So we took the groundnut.
Solo
boarded the vehicle.
And Sambu Baro driver.
And Sambu Baro the driver.
Nata boje around talan tanning klinkata talan tanning flama from the suto.
We left between 11 and 12 in the night.
Nata nanang kata Banjul.
We came en route to Banjul.
Tara from Furta Banjul State House.
We went up to Banjul at the State House. We used to go through the back door. Whatever we brought, we take it to the kitchen. At the kitchen, there was a security, and he too was an oddly. Sometimes when we arrive, we used to hand over the commodities to him.
Then so
then it would be left to him to announce to him that these guys have brought whatever had to be brought.
So Amra to faculty staff
I think his name is Staff. I cannot recall his name, but I will remember it.
So while the two orderlies were depositing the groundnuts in the kitchen, you told us that you were with Solo as well.
Yeah.
Can you give us his full name?
Solo Bojang.
And what was his rank at the time?
At that time, I think he was a captain.
So while the two of you were at the kitchen, where was Solo Bojang?
Solo nata nanga seleta ko abetala santo ya jemakil watu ninga remember for watu sindimole fa obala.
Solo went upstairs. He said he was going to Yajama. In fact, if I can recall, at that time he had an injury on the leg. One of his legs was swollen.
So what aka samra do dungumu fen quality. Samra do mu combato ti bare oda samato o manke combato. I
remember at that time on one leg he wore the military combat, but on the other it was not the military shoe. I can fully remember that.
Yes, a Celta Santua.
He climbed upstairs.
So Ntolbe banta je ben wanyo to after mota je rek ntata sita banta plain cloth ka sida me.
So we were at the kitchen, but later we left the kitchen and went out and sat where the oddlies used to sit.
Solo a meta jele de am because wato ngamira janimbe bola ja kita 2 o'clock ma fangola meta santo bake.
Solo spent a long time upstairs. I think before we left it was around 2 a.m.
When Solo Bojang came downstairs after having seen Yaya Jammeh, did he say anything to you?
No.
Akobirin Solo Bojang jitanang kabona Yaya Jammeh ya. Five fenno fare bang.
Ama fem fontoli.
He did not say anything to us.
What happened next?
Mune natake okola.
Ntol nata bula moto kono wala nyama ngam ko tiling.
So we boarded our vehicles and headed back home.
Coastal Road leta kanana kabo Banjul kata Senegambia siloka.
We used the coastal road from Banjul going through the Senegambia area.
Did anything happen along the way?
Siloka ndu alita kantuma na fokule keta je bang.
Andata fo mfutata Palmarima Nitamita Palmarima Johnson auto.
We came until we passed the Palmarima Junction.
Kata Senegambia kan domanding.
As we were moving towards Senegambia, just a little bit towards Senegambia.
Ako driver a cough I silo nyita ndi driver la cough ako abetala molle tarlaje.
He said he showed the driver one route and told him to take a bend, that he was going to meet some people there.
The road that you took, was it on the left side or the right side of the road?
Aliyesilo menta abembe dibaye bulubal la fomara.
Nike kumotili Senegambia ma fongola no asilo be imarama karola.
If you're heading towards the Senegambia area, that junction is on the left-hand side.
And so Solo Bojang instructed the driver to turn left.
Amunta Solo Bojang ko drive wo nyi mara silo nyinta.
Tell us where you went to.
Afanyeng bitung altata damen.
De fongola miro driver fongo manjelo ngatele be driver direct.
In my thinking, the driver himself did not know the place, but he was the one directing the driver where to go.
So atata for afangara ko driver yellow nyindulato alota.
We went up to some time. He ordered the driver to stop, and the driver stopped.
So ako driver people ma.
And then he said to the driver to horn.
So para military police of fundita na anata na bundato.
A paramilitary officer came out through the door.
So solo fundita rek ana ojera where ajibere my bundayele.
So Solo came out, and as soon as he saw him, he opened the door.
Would that be the gate of the house?
Yeah, well,
Akofo kordanyin wala bunyim bundale moti bang.
ha wala bungala bundanyi.
The gate
Bunda balong ha.
is the gate to the house.
From what you've said, it doesn't appear that you recognized whose house that was. Is that correct?
Amunta ya itandi nyamentendal ite fango maju imanje sute imalon jumale tamu jeti fo lemba.
Yes, I don't know who owns that building, but inside is wide. There is a mango tree there, I noticed.
So,
once the gate was opened, the vehicle went in.
So,
as we got inside, we stopped. On the left-hand side,
so
there was a vehicle parked in front of us. The vehicle was facing the gate, but the gate was wide.
So after motor dolbe coma,
there were also other vehicles behind, two vehicles, because the house is a wide house.
So what happened next?
So solo jita moto kono kabring ate follow jita kabra animo security paranying ye joje rek adidum dar ka tambiran tol fura rek lota be moto kono bare manji bare after
Solo was the first to alight, but when he saw each other with the paramilitary, he passed and went along. But the rest of us were inside our vehicle. We did not disembark.
And was it the same people who had driven all the way to State House?
Ako fo mo kilingol menu tata num for State House.
The driver Sambu Jallo.
Driver ni Sambu Baro.
Sambu Baro.
Driver ni Sambu Baro.
Seni Jame.
Seni Jame.
And you.
Anite.
And of course Solo Boja.
And Solo Boja. Yeah.
Yes.
So continue telling us what happened after you you entered the compound.
Yeah, because isi tenten ya fanya waira dunta wonya mune na atake.
Jita moto kono biring mfenkera rek ndol fana jita moto kono.
After that, we also disembarked from the vehicle.
Natanga paral bije, isiata jele.
There were some paramilitary. They were quite many. They were also on guard.
So nga Malik Jata je.
So I saw Malik Jata.
Sanamanjang bije.
Sanamanjang was there.
Michael Korea bije.
Michael Korea was there.
Bora Koli bije.
Bora Koli was there.
Aning Tumbul Tamba.
And Tumbul Tamba.
Drefo do bije feng aning Bailo mu drefo tifana.
And Bailo, he too was a driver.
Atela moto wolebe lorim bundato jeteng.
His vehicle was the one parked by the door.
Koma Lamin Silla.
Behind there was Lamin Silla.
The obe parking in a buluba karolateng.
He was parked on our right hand side.
Lamin Silla ofana mu drive foleti.
Lamin Silla too is a driver.
Ngaje wolu thenke bora la moto ate bora le drive.
I noticed that on that day he was the one driving Bora Koli's vehicle.
So Buba Jallo, Sergeant Buba Jallo, will be in State House.
So Sergeant Buba Jallo, he was also at the State House.
Ate Tumbul Tambale drive.
He was the one driving Tumbul Tamba.
So Malik Jata ngatra be loring bunda ate ngajele no live abe loring.
We found Malik Jata standing at the door, and I saw him live.
Mofla je already will be sitting pickup on be loring je mofla.
I saw two other people who were seated on a pickup.
So saying brimbo lore je rek ngaje paral kam mo bondi nam bunkono.
And as we were standing there, we saw Paras bringing out someone. They held his hands.
Malik julo babulu komin jala julo.
And Malik had a rope, just as the one they will use on a net.
Ning julo ning like a Yusupha ning like commando train like o Yusupha it and coming like near enemy muta.
This rope was the type that is used by the commando, the ones that you use. For example, when you capture an enemy,
so Yusupha le babulu, but ikame jalo karamina.
That was the type of rope that he had. But this is the one they used to stick together nets.
So I
saw him tying someone's hands.
So seni aning Bailo drive for him.
I was there standing myself, Seni and Bailo the driver.
Parewatu fenke manjambe karadola ngamanja ani Michael kata bora koli trofana be karadola.
At that time Manjang, Bora and Michael were at another side.
Baro moto dombije la misila mi borondi ngam mo nani fananje moto kono.
But there was also a vehicle which was driven by Lamin Silla. I saw 4 other individuals in that vehicle.
From what you could observe, these 4 individuals, were they wearing uniforms or were they wearing regular clothes?
All my uniform dondika dole be wolu bala.
They were not dressed in uniform. They were dressed in mufti.
Did you observe anything about anything else about these 4 individuals in the vehicle?
Because
I did not observe anything because these are people that I did not know before.
You told us that one of the individuals who was brought out of the house was his hands were tied by Malik Jatta. So far you've mentioned 5 individuals, is that correct?
Moto do bije ngo jele mo nani already be jani tolbe dunaje watu minanga nyinja be nyimo sidikam moto do melor ngabala already mo nani bije ibe moto pick up ko male.
By the time that these individuals' hands were being tied, there was a pickup parked, and behind it there were already 4 other individuals in that pickup.
So berintol kadunte nyimo ngamara abekela sabanjangal because mofla already abe o pick up ko kono le bayro la pick up mofla bijele so para mi tenga minje para mi sama oketa sabanjangoti.
As we got inside, there were already 2 individuals on that pickup. Now this individual that was brought out and whose hands were being tied would have been the 3rd person.
So let's make sure that it's clear.
Yeah.
So there were 4 individuals in Lamin Silla's vehicle. You said that there were already 2 individuals who were in another vehicle. Which vehicle were they in?
Bailo la moto.
They were on Bailo's vehicle.
And then the 3rd individual who was brought out, whose hands were tied by Malik Jatta, was put in that same vehicle.
Same vehicle, yeah.
So were these the only 7 individuals that you saw who were essentially, it appears, detained or arrested?
Anata modo fana bondi jele aketa naniti after modo nata funtina na aketa nani
later on another individual was brought out and that made it 4 on Bailo's vehicle.
So 8 individuals in total. You told us that when you arrived, one of the individuals came out and his hands were tied by Malik Jatta. Then you've now told us that another individual came out. Was anything done to that individual?
I saw that he also tied that individual's hands. And then he was put onto the vehicle, behind.
At this point, where was Solo Bojang?
Solo Bojang be loring anin tumbul tamba bare ebe loring neteng no manjamfa jela bake bare anin tumbul tamba le be loring.
Solo Bojang was standing with Tumbul Tamba. They were not far away from where the activity was taking place, but they were standing, the 2 of them.
After all 8 individuals were at the back of, inside the pickup vehicles, can you tell us exactly where they were placed in the vehicles? Were they inside the cabin or at the back?
Yes, in the cabin
Yes, in the motor coma.
It was behind the vehicle.
And was that open or was it closed, the back of the vehicle?
It was an open pickup.
What happened after that?
So, mbije fo amira meta jele janni mi bolaje fu talam fula ma fango talam fula kata 3 kam ma fango lombang ma remember maybe wato
We were there for it was a long time, probably 2 or 3 a.m.
Sorry, how much time did you spend there? Was it a matter of minutes or hours?
abe montoro wato silale no.
It could be up to an hour.
Do you know what was happening during that time, during that 1 hour?
Kekai fo motobe lori nyilning tumbulbe anin solobe be wo karadola den paral wolbije wolbe lori teng wolbe ibe lori ida manglaje. Except
Except to say that these vehicles were parked, Tumbul and Solo were at one side, the paramilitary were also at another side, but the door through which these individuals were brought out from was now closed.
So did anything happen during that 1 hour waiting period?
No, nothing happened. These individuals were on the vehicles and they were just seated there.
Can you tell us what happened next?
So,
I think about 2 or 3 we deported. Tumbul's vehicle was the first that came out. That one did not carry anybody. Followed by Bora's vehicle.
Who was in Tumbul's vehicle?
Tumbul adama aning ala drive buba jallo because ntol be loring tenne gundata je ni be loring dambe kino ila moto be konto ni moto nata nan aka tambire kino ngamoto inka moto nyinjele ngalbe mimbije.
Tumbul was with his driver Buba. Where we were standing, any vehicle that passed by, we could see the occupants of the vehicle.
After Tumbul's vehicle, you mentioned it was Bora Koli's vehicle.
What?
Can you tell us who was inside Bora Koli's vehicle?
Bora le bije aningala drive for Lamin Silla.
Bora was in the vehicle with his driver Lamin Silla.
And that is the vehicle that had 4 individuals at the back.
Yes, that was the vehicle.
From what you could observe, were those 4 individuals tied the same way that the 2 individuals that you witnessed were tied?
Nakol siroto e sitile because ibe sirin nyamete ibe sirin moto e kodi ibe sirin ten e ko be diri moto komi moto anyatlinte ko be tirinte bari be jimirin komi mo be jimirin ten.
According to my observation, all of their hands were tied because as they were sitting, they are giving their backs to the vehicle and they were bended.
Ya manjang be moto koma manjang dama selto moto koma.
And Manjang was on that pickup behind with them.
So after Bora Koli's vehicle, which vehicle was next in the convoy?
Bora Koli la moto kola. Moto jumale be no ma convoy o nyinkono.
Bailo la moto.
Bailo's vehicle followed.
And who were the occupants of Bailo's vehicle?
Jumanyo lebe Bailo la moto kono.
Malik be celerin koma ani Michael Korea.
Malik and Michael Korea were behind that vehicle.
Including Bailo himself, correct?
Including by his driver.
Yes.
Which one was the next vehicle in the convoy?
Our vehicle.
And was it the same individuals, Solo Bojang, the driver Sambu Baro, Seni Jame, and you.
For ateo mo kilongolom itening drive o sambubaro aning itanyo kotangola nite fang wa atel drone be moto kono bang.
Yes.
Can you tell us where these 4 vehicles went?
Afanya nyi moto na no lutata dame.
Funtita ne
We came out.
ndola moto lebe koma
Our vehicle was behind.
mari beta khane ngadomondo man nkofta.
We were going slowly, and then we took a bend and got onto the main highway.
Ngankungotiling kata coastal Senegambia coastal road kata Brikama kata Pokanilai.
We headed through the coastal road to Brikama and eventually to Kanilai.
And this would have been still around 3 a.m., maybe 4 a.m.
3 yeah.
Wala mindi council ko nyimbe kala talan sabalti kata talan nani kang.
Yes. It would be at that time.
When you arrived in Kanilai, where did you go?
Dal futata Kanilai altata minto.
Tata fo futata Kanilai Johnson ro jamengo be dame.
We went until we got to Kanilai at the junction, just where you have the mosque.
La jame mbabe dame.
Where the big mosque is.
Silo dobe jamengo balaje ka ji.
There is one feeder road by the side of the mosque. The vehicles headed in the direction of that feeder road.
When you say the vehicle was on the side of the mosque, was it on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the mosque?
The feeder road is on the right of the mosque.
At this point, had you already passed the residence in Kanilai?
No, this was inside the village. If you know Kanilai properly, once you get inside until you pass the mosque, then you head towards Yajame's place.
So you were headed towards Yajame's residence? Or did you take a different direction?
We took another road. We did not go straight to Yajame's residence. There is another road behind. That road leads to another village which they call Bambarang.
So ntol kabiri nara na foje ntola mutoto enteko nten bari ntol mu odli ntol tata escort la so onko samubara ko etem ntol makwele ntol jindi bang.
So when we came up to this spot, I said since we were oddlies and we only went on a different mission, I told the driver Sambo Baro, can you please help us so that we could alight?
Solo ko hani
Solo said to him, no, you used to call him my in-law. He said to him, my in-law, follow these individuals.
At that time, what was Solo Bojang's position?
It was in front of the vehicle.
No, I meant within the military structure. What was his position at the time?
Amira lieutenant or captain or Amira?
I think he was either a lieutenant or a captain.
That was his rank at the time. Did he have any specific responsibilities? Or any specific assignment at that time?
Because kabrin benaka ako betala namul fenkela ngamra umul the other patrol team fenko nyinga ngama watu wate mu jongula la fenkolti.
Because when we were coming, he said he was going to his people. So I think at that time he was part of the jungler team.
And so the people who were in the convoy were members of the junglers, as far as you know.
Yes, at that time their team was the junglers.
And how did you know that the name of the team was the junglers?
Because what we know it all.
Because that time they
told the Malekatu, AKJ told the Malekatu Fenkela uniform dolsoto Fimale Walt.
They were the only ones who used to put on a particular uniform which was black.
Can you describe the uniform?
Uniform in Kenya Fonyabang.
And from when you fintale nick.
This uniform is black, completely black.
Was it a black shirt or a black T-shirt, for instance?
Sai, dondika buluri ngolo dondika fingole mubang fodu fana mu T-shirt fingolet.
Ninka muda ko kachi coming so anin sojaro len fomo e be karal nya kilingolong bare kachilong.
His khaki is the same pattern as military uniform.
But it was all black?
Bare abebe findin.
Yes.
Was there anything different about their shoes?
Ila samatolu fo fembijele me fatam fanzonate.
Obemu fimalti bare anin kido mi soto.
They were all black, but the guns that they were having.
Ila personal weapon watu mu AK-47 o minka grenade launcher soto.
Their personal weapon at the time was an AK-47 which had an attachment of a grenade launcher.
And that was different from the types of weapons that the rest of the people in the army had. Is that correct?
Amunda wo mu fenneti me alon ko même façon be o dolu fonalu bulu ay ni menu be nyokan wolem bang
ntela jero watu menam bije kanelaji tol momo kido so ito donne o kido soto.
By my observation, at the time that I was in Kanilai, there was no other person who had those type of weapons except those people in that group.
So continue telling us what happened when you either entered or went past Bambarang village.
Tayeng afonyeng muneketa brali tententa katambi Bambarang sateola.
Mantambi Bambarang satela.
We did not go past Bambarang village.
Silo nyimbe ni kanela lo ya jamela kankango ala kankango la kata southern part mafongola.
If you know Kanilai properly, just as you get into Yaya Jame's garden, moving towards the Kasama's end,
Kasamas mafongola silo nying asilo nyimbi wale kata wo sate e coming for Bambarang.
And that road is the one that leads to this village called Bambarang.
Asilo nyingi katale kadung ay ka wulo sotole wati do ka ibuka ala gadino ibuka ala kankamo je fenso nyinje abeka ke abe mu wulo le konoti.
But that road passed through some bushy area, and at times you are unable to see his garden.
Ngaji ko moto bortale fo maybe na miraloto maybe because bulokona silo long maybe ngaje ko abe 10 or 13 minutes nyong borlale.
According to my own observation, I realized that the vehicle ran up to perhaps 10 or 13 minutes.
Then motor lota.
And then the vehicles stopped.
After any motor lota ni suto long ika lampo jele.
You know, when vehicles stop in the night, usually you will see the lights.
Dola motor fana lota.
Our vehicle also stopped.
Do you know the name of the area where the vehicle stopped?
Foyo ma fango tolon ne ba motol lota dame.
Man jelon because ntenene man tani ka brimbe kanelai nka taje o ma fango la bare nene man o ma fango long wo silo nying.
I don't know that place because even while I was in Kanilai, we used to go on to those areas, but I've never been to this place.
Tell us what happened after the vehicle.
Saya fanyum brio kola mune natake.
Solo ntol be moto mi kono solo jita ko alsi moto kono awole fo.
So Solo alighted. So for us in our vehicle, Solo told us to sit tight in our vehicle.
So ajita atata.
So he alighted and went.
So ntol sita jembe moto kono mam tadula.
So we sat inside the vehicle. We did not go anywhere.
But motor be fatale. But na motor fatale.
But all of the vehicles, their engines were put off.
Then bije for ngameranga 30 minutes nyon soto leje mbe lorinje.
So we were there, the vehicle standing there. I think we probably were there for about 30 minutes.
Then nga bije rek nga kido kuma kangol moy.
Then all of a sudden we had a gunshot.
Munta kontila no ino how many times kido nyin kumata nyami kan wato mbenyina la.
I cannot recall for how many times there were gunshots. I cannot recall that.
So ameta rek nga fenko moy because sojaro fair along PGL seloning. PGL selo.
After some time we had a PGL shell. As a soldier you would be able to tell.
PGM? Can you tell us what that stands for?
PGM lombam for PGL wala koto mumuneti.
PGL, personal grenade launcher.
PGL, personal grenade launcher.
Please continue.
Continue.
So bilinga o makaw mo rekin tol makaw ni sembo watalen tol njita moto kono.
So once we had the sound of the PGL, because the sound was a heavy sound, so we alighted from our vehicle.
Njita rekin tamanta nanteng.
So we came down and we made some movements this way.
Refo dol mimbe Buba Jallo fenke aton Buba Jallo mi nyi fenke wo fanam be loring ala moto bala ala moto be nyato.
Buba Jallo's driver was also standing in front of his vehicle.
Tata fo nyama fo baylo be loring dame.
We went like that until where Bailo was standing.
O still nan kidol be kumakang selol be kumakang.
Still now there was gunshot. There were sounds of shells being fired.
So Bailo ntenim Bailo be lorinyo bala bayro konyeko.
I was standing together with Bailo and Bailo said to me that
akonyeko ning suraka ngola saika.
He said to me in Wolof, Saika.
Coming anata nang kanereka akonyeko saika.
He came to me and said, Saika,
bi dafa graw trop man.
That today is a very serious day.
So I told him indefana nga fay ko enoko ndefango dal malu munat nan tol nata jang.
I also said to him, well, I don't also know why we are here.
So still now no kidol nga kidom selol be selol sita ka kuma.
Still now the cells were still exploding.
Meta jele for maybe nga karamta around maybe 1 hour and a half, maybe a 5 months.
We took a long time there. We took a long time there, maybe 1 hour and a half time. We were there up to maybe around 5.
For how long did you hear the gunshots?
Alio kidikamu men moy we wati jelleta.
Kinikamu milmang saribake ngol wolman jamfa bare selol ning ka kumale no wol ka kumale wol meta kumala le almost 45 minutes be kuma na meta fo nyato rek ay kuma.
Those that did not make a lot of noise, they were not far away, but for the shells they were far away and they were going almost for about 45 minutes.
Were they going continuously or were there intervals in between the shots that you heard?
Illa bundiro continue ta fayro le ban fodum ka fayro kele ye batu demanding yana fayro ke
aka wati tale.
It used to take some time.
Baraka mutale ko kuma aka kuma ite fankal ne ko no ka kumata ya bunda ma ya bum banko le kono. But because ika sidam ibelo ndambe rek no fo jefan ka jijale.
But it used to sound in a way that when they fire, you know that it was fired on the ground. Because even where we were standing, we could feel the earth trembling.
Motole kunguti na jemi ibe akuma Gambia la mafangola kumi motole kunguti ntende ila marama karola yani marama karola teng ni tata kumi saf wolen Gambiati so buluba karola tenting omu maybe Casamance Senegal manjam fo mafangola.
The vehicles face this way, and on the left hand side is the Gambian side. On the right hand side is the Casamance end.
Just to make sure that we understand the situation at the time, you told us that some people alighted from the vehicles and some of you stayed in the vehicles. From those who alighted from the vehicles, can you tell us who was leading that group? You told us that the vehicle in the front was Tumbul Tamba's vehicle. What I want to know is when the vehicle stopped, who was leading?
It was Tumbul Tamba's vehicle.
When the vehicle stopped and people alighted from the vehicle, who was in front of the group?
I couldn't have seen the individual because it was in the night.
Because
this guy said that we should sit inside the vehicle, but before we alighted, it was because of the gunshots that we heard. That was the reason why we alighted. But all these other drivers were at that side until we got onto where Bailo was. But there was nobody behind the vehicle. The Bailo's vehicle, the individuals that were on that vehicle, they were not there anymore. And also, Lamin Sila's vehicle, there was nobody there. Tumbul Tamba was also not around that area. Bora too was not there. Manjam was not there.
Malik Jata
was also not there.
And Michael Korea
And Michael Korea too was not there.
But I believe and I
believe that where the gunshots were coming from, that was where they were.
So how many individuals stayed with the vehicles?
Bailo was inside his vehicle. He was standing outside of the vehicle. I saw him there. Buba Jallo too was by his vehicle. Lamin Silla too was there. And Sambu Baro, our driver. And myself and Seni. All of us were there by the vehicles.
You mentioned the individuals that alighted from the vehicles. I would like to give you a few names because I want to make sure that the individuals that you saw were the only individuals present. In the beginning, you mentioned someone called Major Saju Jaju.
wo folodula ye Major Sajo Jaju tofo
Was he present that night?
abejele dumbang ulun suto
Sajo Jaju to Amantraji.
Sajo Jaju was not there.
What about Kausu Kamara?
Kausu Kamara dum
Kaus Kamara Mantraji.
Kausu Kamara was not there.
What about Omar Jallo?
Omar Jallo dum
Parjal I nickname Soto Leba.
Omar Jallo, does he have a nickname?
He's also known as Oya.
ka fayna fana oya
Amantraji.
He was not there.
Was there any individual apart from the ones you've named who were present?
fo ite menu fo wolu kola fo modo fana tarta jele bang ibije tu mome
Momantraji. Yengi mol mi latale mollo mi alon ko ngelonne.
There was nobody. These individuals, I believe, these are people that I knew.
Ngelonne kendeke
And I knew them well.
Patina no hakilo ye ma.
That was why my mind could recall them.
I just want to make sure that you've named all the individuals and you're not leaving anyone out.
Yeah.
lafta sene andila ko foye bele to fo menu bije satara mamotu koma
The Commission has received testimony about these incidents.
katu commission ye kibaro sotole nyim koto ebe men fo kante
So the questions are to make sure that there's enough information for us to assess what you're telling us.
wala nyinin karo nyinin ka yirika fo ebe men fo kanye fo atelem banga te ku kilin wala te mo kilin wala
You told us that the shooting went on for a while,
yenyim fo ko bundiro ketale an fo wati
for about 45 minutes.
men tata an fo minute tan nani ni lulu
However, in total, you were at that location for over an hour and a half.
andung ale wato men kije atata le an fo montoro wati kilin nin to wala men sisi out
What happened after the shootings?
birim fayro lu keta bundiro lu keta munena take okola
Tumul tamba natanang.
Tumbul Tamba returned.
Natanang ay ntol drefol be lorinda manin tol.
He came back to where the drivers and the rest of us were standing.
Ako ni momo e femfo.
He said that if anybody were to say anything,
Ibe ni mol no malale.
you would follow these individuals.
Fanangande wala nyama.
And so we also kept quiet like that.
Mang
What did he mean by you would follow the individuals? Did you
Ako
understand?
yemune fahamu tumbul tambala okumoto ko albe bulala nyim mol normale
amin fahabo la ngino katuni kido kumata imam moje.
What I understand is that because when there is gunshot and you do not see anyone,
Anata foyo ko ibe ni mol no malale.
and then he comes and tells you that you would follow these individuals,
Anun kido ntulbe ngalo ne wo mu minti na kumata.
and a gun, we all know what it is when it sounds.
Mfana mimi solan so mo ko na ko farolonko.
So what I had in my mind was killing.
Did you see any of the 8 individuals whose hands and feet were tied? Did you see them again after the shooting?
fo womo sayolu yemen ani yemenu bulolu city fo inata womo sayolu kilinje kono le bankote ke wala be jele fo moje kono
Bon wol je kabin nata mototo kabin tol misita moto ko no fo kabin kan ngakidi kan mo nata na mototo wato mawo mol jeje kabin kabin sa funo kabin ngeje nan jana jang bildino to jang ngeje ndata fo wulo ko no moto lota dambe lampol fa ta dambe rekino suto lo mebi nsa na miralo ko ye jindile moto ko no ye samba.
What I can say is, since I last saw them at the building here, until we got to where they were, because it was night and the lights of the vehicles were put off, I think they brought them down and took them away. I did not see them.
So after Tumbul Tamba came back
sa imbirin tumbul tamba murutana
and threatened that if any of you were to speak, you would follow the fate of those individuals,
ay dandalaro ke ko momondi ndiya muta ibe bulala nyim mol normale
what happened after that?
biru ko beketa o kola munena ta bulaw noma
Biro keta rek ntolbe fenketa wala nyaman tata murunta na motolto.
After that, we all got onto our vehicles. You know, our vehicle was the one behind. So we got inside there, and not long after, Solo came. The driver made a U-turn because the road was a little bit tight. He was there, he made a U-turn, he made several attempts until he turned.
Then
Then he said to the driver, let's go. So the vehicle that was behind, but I was in front, but I could see the light, and it's like they were following us. So we came like that. In fact, the route that we took on our way going, we did not use the same route on our way back. We came behind until at a site close to Yajami's garden. We took a bend on the right. We came towards a village called Alakunda.
Every time security.
There was a military post there, and every time there were soldiers there manning that post.
Physical guard.
These were the physical guards.
So all
those came and opened the gate.
Not a drive and
then we drove back home.
So
when we came back, Solo, as you enter, you would get his residence, would be the first place to get to. So he alighted and went into his residence. So we proceeded and went inside Jame's building. Then we returned and went into our room and sat down. After that time, after we returned, I got so terrified. I sat down, plundering. I was asking myself, I was asking myself what kind of evil actually got into us that until these individuals were able to take us on this operation. I said to myself that I was going to be very careful this time around. Even if someone were to tell me you were going for an escort or something else, I would be so mindful, I could even pretend to be sick.
Except that it was me alone and the driver.
Escort
but if ever there was a time that I was going for an escort and another person comes and joins and says that he was going along too, I was not going to partake in that operation.
Do you know what happened to the bodies of the individuals who were executed that night?
I don't know that. Because I know that the vehicles, when we returned,
any sign because
I did not see any sign, because when we returned, the time when Solo was alighting from the vehicle, Tumbul's vehicle passed.
Bailo
also passed. All of them went to their respective places, but I did not see any individual behind those vehicles.
From where you were, you would see individuals if they were sitting behind the vehicle. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
If there were individuals lying behind the vehicle, would you be able to see that?
That pickup, if people were there, you would see, because there were lamps inside.
So from what you observed, there was no one behind the vehicles?
Yes, there was no one.
Based on everything you observed that night, who would you say was in charge of that operation?
Mimu commandant je umu udla tumbul tambaleng commandant je.
Tumbul Tamba was the commander at that juncture.
Why do you say that?
Atele me senior man otije anu ngatele fana nata nga controle ko ni momo diam tarek ibenyu mol no malale.
Because he was a senior officer at the time, and he was also the one who came and said to us that if we were to speak, we would join those individuals.
So after you returned back to the residence at Kanilai, did anything else happen in relation to that incident?
Hani kumanken tolkan tatale duntan na bungolto tira solo fonene man after man hani femfo man femfo nye aman diam be dering wala nyama fana be dering wala nyama
No.
For bring an statement di ngani kofo.
No, nothing happened. We went back to our room and we sat there. Solo never said anything to us. He kept quiet just like that, and we too kept quiet just like that. Until when I gave my statement, and today that I am testifying, I have never disclosed this information to anyone.
Did you subsequently find out who those individuals who were executed, who they were?
Konyimbe tambiringu kola. Inata sobile wala yalong yo molu menu fawonya jumanyo lem.
Hanya ko explain no birimbe takang birim bota building to be takan solo diam ta ko nyimol mu machinery le ako adiam da fang drive sa ako mbitang ako nyilmu machinery le te nyulna ta ka jan kamol Gambia like attack.
I forgot to explain that when I was giving my narration. When we left the house, Tumbul had said to Solo had said to the driver, my in-law, these are mercenaries. They have come here to attack the Gambia.
You told us that this incident occurred in 2006.
2006
The Commission has received evidence that an incident involving alleged mercenaries occurred in 2005.
Commission kibaro sotoko ko membe ko nyin ye machinery la kumo fo kudo mem fanando woketa 2005 sangokono.
I just want to make sure, are you certain about the fact that this incident occurred in 2006, or could it have occurred in 2005?
Ako alafta nyine sene yandila fo nyinkuo ila mira roto faketa 2006 leban faketa 2005.
Se keno 2000 ndenga min kalamta maybe 2006 bara se keno fana yani watu metale.
It could be, but in my own thinking, I think it's 2006. But you know, it's been a long time. It could also have been 2015 and 5. So.
You told us that in 2006 you were transferred to State House to continue serving as one of Yaya Jammeh's orderlies.
Enyim fonyengo 2006 lam ye sound the State House pour ye continue katara Yaya Jammeh la orderly yala.
Do you recall what part of 2006 that occurred? Was it in the beginning, in the middle, or the end of 2006?
Foi hakilo samuta sango wati jumalom 2006. Adamuta dula, atema wala sango bandula.
I think it could be the end of the year.
At that time, do you know if the attempted coup d'etat of 2006 had already taken place or not?
For tembo, yin kalamutala ko 2006 coup d'etat bayri men ketanun 2006. Fa ketale foka pareba mfodunga manke follow.
What are manke follow?
At that time, it did not happen yet.
So you were transferred to State House prior to the attempted coup d'etat of 2006?
Amunda yete sound the State House janningo 2006 coup d'etat bayri bekela.
Because who coup d'etat enter State House?
Yes, because that coup d'etat found me at the State House.
And if I'm not mistaken, the evidence we have is that this occurred around March 2006.
Adu nimam feeling a CDRO men soto jang nyinketa March karoma fangle 2006.
But the fact that you've given us your location in relation to an incident is very helpful.
Andu yenyin to yakumo men foten kafoko ko keta dame ma fanna winyin ko men ya satateng wo yemma ko bakele ila sataroto.
So I would like to focus on your time as an orderly at State House.
Sai lafta nyatilina watu la watu me yaronko ibe orderly yala State House.
During that time, what were you doing specifically in relation to Yaya Jammeh?
Wotembo ikamu nimmule fangoke kolumeni alonko wolle tilinta Yaya Jammeh la kuwalla.
Did your functions change in any way?
Fo ila do kutalu ikamenu ke fa falinta le nyama bang.
No, but I want to clarify one issue before coming to that.
Malik Jatala testimony.
That is in regards to Malik Jang's testimony.
Malik
Jata's testimony.
In fact, that's something I would have come to later, but we can address it once and for all. The Commission has received testimony from Malik Jatta stating that you were present during the incident concerning Daba Marena and others. When that group was executed, and that would have been, if I'm not mistaken, in 2009. So Malik Jatta mentioned you adversely as one of the individuals who was present during that incident.
Malik Jatta la kumokono
And I believe that's what you want to respond to. Tell us what you know about that incident as well as your involvement.
Yo lafta kuma kline tande jampuru mbenga long Malik mumoleti miya lonko.
I want to put things straight here so that we all know Malik is someone that is
amalafi ntolla odli solla.
That is, he does not like us, those of us who are oldies. He had bad intentions for us. I listened to his testimony and I heard what he said. He did not narrate what he did in Palmarima, the time that he was tying these people up. And he knew that he saw us with his own eyes, myself and Sanneh, when we came inside that building.
and nga ko itala mamma beje bribo bribo mol fenke ebe kidol bun kanjana mamma beje.
And it is clear to him that I was not present when these individuals were being shot.
But I ngani clean soton tole watu mbije state as akadiam le fontol funga moy tuloto.
But he had one intention against us at the time. He used to speak up to our hearing.
Mr. Sanneh, perhaps I should clarify something.
Mr. Sanneh kalafta dulasene andila.
Because I want to make sure that you're responding to the right allegation.
Namira ibe jabiro ke kang ateo kolela.
When it concerns your name being adversely mentioned,
Ayeteto kuya dinkira mento.
it was in relation to one specific incident,
Umukuleti me yalon kumafa ye kudoleti.
and that is the incident concerning Daba Marina and others.
Wole mukuti menketa dabamari nanjul la koti animo kotangolu.
As far as I'm aware, you were not mentioned
Atebota menkala mai meto fo
in relation to the other incidents.
kudolu to men yalon ko wolle keta.
So I want to make sure that when you're responding to the correct allegation.
Wala na leftalo na nibe jabiro kela asike jabiro ti me yalon ko wole mukuti ye to fo dame.
So please continue, and then I will ask you some follow-up questions.
Saying isi tenten abe nyininka la kumodo la membe kela tenten diroti.
I know, I want to come to that to make it clear, because it is clear to Malik that we were never present in that place. I want the Gambia to know what relationship existed between us, the Odlis, and Malik, because he said that we, the Odlis, we are the ones that used to travel with Yaya Jammeh whenever he goes on trips, and therefore we were the ones that were enjoying. Until at one time, Seku responded to him and said to him, "How stupid you are! Who would involve you in traveling?"
Hani sojarol sita dame in State House, nimol be sirintende ni Malik nat nga sita sojaro kono dol ka wuli akotole eta.
Even at the State House, wherever soldiers were gathered, once Malik comes and sits amongst them, you will see that some of them will get up and leave. Because he has a bad intention. And it was that bad intention that he put into us. I am speaking between me and my God. The coup d'etat that happened regarding Daba Marina and others, I was never present there.
Went to the State House.
That found me at the State House. I was upstairs. I was there with Bajere.
Ani Modu Saje ka fay Kabex.
And Modu Sajo, they call him Kabex.
Wilson said, "Yanole kombijele lumina kudeta keta watu be kudeta la watu be a interajele mbe State House."
These individuals can bear me witness that when the coup d'etat was happening, I was at the State House.
Me odli yalaje.
I was an orderly.
Manji bring o coup d'etat lungo fangono hanika ji duma kata banta stepoto manji mbe building ole santo.
Since that the day of that coup d'etat, even to come down the stairs, I did not, and go outside, I did not do.
So I
want to make it clear that that is not the truth. He has only bad intentions against me. Because this TRRC, the manner in which it is proceeding, it is good.
Because be modo wenal nangay kumafa modo to foje ay mo nondi.
Because yesterday somebody came and mentioned someone and solid that individual's name.
But the more
things are proceeding, you too will begin to access more information, and this will help you to ascertain what the truth is.
So, Mr. Sanneh, thank you for that clarification.
Mr. Sanneh,
that this incident occurred in 2006.
2006.
And your explanation is that the reason why Malik Jatta would implicate you and another orderly, Sekou Jammeh,
dalilo me yakini Malik Jatta batelu nondila iteni orderly do kafame Sekou Jammeh
in that incident is because you believe he had bad intentions for you.
wako me ya sabu ayengani ya jawole soto atelier.
You've told us that this was in relation to traveling.
Ya foko nying alata mo wo amunta dalo wole ka hasidi abula sondo mokon.
Can you explain to us what you mean by that? Why would Malik Jatta have a bad intention for you and the other orderly?
Lafta yo to dinkira seneyandi munana Malik bengani ya jawo soto na eteye aning orderly dolu.
Ayafuntele fang adiamtentele jaharan Malik fang.
He spoke to me, Malik himself. He said to me, you are the ones that are enjoying. You are the ones that always travel. I asked him, what is your problem? That day, if I do not forget, we had a trip to Taiwan.
200 bondi.
I had money and I took out $200.
$200.
I took out $200.
Ngadi alanka ko malaki hinyi na credit ko sam bite nganiolo itele nganio fenketa ila watu batu ning alaike tamalati be tamalale.
I gave it to him and said to him, Malik, take this and buy credits. When your time comes to travel, you will travel. But for my entire time there working, I never had any bad intentions against anybody. He did that to Sekou. And also Sanneh. And other others to whom he used to talk to. So I believe this is the grievance that was in him since. After the fall of the Jammeh regime.
Ala first interview rek astata rek adiamta rek akumasta rek I told to nondi woleto.
During the course of his first interview, as he started speaking, that was when he implicated all of us. That is what I observed.
Well, you have told us that from your evidence that you were not present. And your alibi is that you were at State House serving as an orderly at the time. As you know, the Commission's investigations are ongoing. And we hope to hear more testimonies about these incidents. But we thought it was only fair that we put the allegation to you and give you an opportunity to respond. And that was the one incident where you were adversely mentioned. However, before we proceed on more information about the 2006 attempted coup d'etat, I noticed that it's time for the break. So when we come back, we will address that very briefly. Talk about your time as Yaya Jammeh's orderly at State House. And then we will address the issue of sexual and gender-based violence. And then conclude with your arrest and detention. A lot of the topics are brief, but we will still go over them so that the Commission will get as much information as possible. Mr. Chairman, I have concluded. We will continue after the break. I hand over back to you.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, Mr. Sanneh, we will take a quick lunch break and come back at 2:30. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.